and we thought a miracle at Jordan Hare was amazing. My name is Rod Bramlett. I'll be moderating tonight's event. Students, you enjoy the pizza? Outstanding, outstanding. Thank everyone for coming tonight on what has been an unbelievable banner day for Auburn Athletics. No doubt about it, as we welcome our next head men's basketball coach, Bruce Pearl, here tonight. We'll get right to it. I'd like to introduce first up on the podium here now, Athletics Director, Jay Jacobs.
War Eagle. It is a great day to be an Auburn Tiger. I tell you, we've raised the bar for men's basketball, I can tell you that. Like I've always said, we're committed to winning championships here, and doggone it, we start right here tonight in men's basketball. Thank you all for being here. Hey, I want to, our students, you know, through the past few years, you've hung in here regardless. And we can't appreciate you more. You know, the only reason we're here is for our students and our student athletes. And you're not here for us. If you weren't here, we wouldn't be here. And I just want to tell you, as the athletic director, watching you come to all these different events and hang in here regardless through thick and thin, you give all of us hope. And maybe some of us should learn from you. But thank you, students, for being here. War Eagle. When I started visiting with Bruce, I found a man that had passion, who had a vision, who's a family man, a man that wants to win and do it the right way, and take Auburn basketball to a level and a sustainable level we haven't had in quite some time. And we found it in Bruce Pearl and in his family. And I couldn't be more proud to be an Auburn man tonight than I am and introduce to you all our next men's basketball coach, Coach Bruce Pearl. Coach.
Chance to be an amazing home court advantage. And one of the things I talked to our players about today was to be appreciative. We feel your love, we feel your support, and we're going to represent you in a very, very significant way. Jay talked about raising the bar in men's basketball. Have you seen the contract I signed yet? When you see this number, he raised the bar in men's basketball. I'm just keeping it real on the table. I don't know what time in the morning I got to get in and go home to earn that money, but I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to work every day to try to reward him for that, and I appreciate that. I'm always going to keep it real now. That's just the way it is. Wait a second. Y'all see Coach Bell's on? Guys, we're going to work hard, aren't we? Probably not going to win the national championship our first year, but we'll work hard, I guarantee you. I just want to thank Jay and Dr. Rouge for giving me a second chance. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm humbled, I'm truly humbled, and I'm blessed to have this opportunity. It's it's been a long 3 years being away from the game. And one of the things that I just want to tell you is, as a coach and even as a father, when I made the mistakes that I made at Tennessee, I let a lot of people down. I let my family down, I let my university down, I let the people down that believed in me. And so that's why I still walk around with pain. But I have found this part of the country to be a part of the country that offers grace. And but for the grace of God, I would not be standing here today as your next men's basketball coach. And I'm truly grateful. We've got a job to do. And I think the first thing that I want to focus on is the process. One of the things that we're going to have to do to get our men's basketball program to a position of excellence that the rest of the university enjoys. When I visited with our coaches, and our coaches all came out, and I visited with Coach Malzahn earlier today, it's just, we have a responsibility, and we want to try to bring our men's basketball program up to that level that everybody else is competing at. And for that, that's going to be a great challenge. But I can promise you, I can't do it alone. And these players have told me that they're ready to have the bar raised themselves. And they feel your support. And I think together, we got a chance to represent. In men's basketball in the SEC, it hasn't been what it needs to be lately. The fact that we only sent 3 teams to the NCAA tournament as a major conference in basketball, something's got to be done about that. And we're fixing to get Auburn into that position where we'll be going to the NCAA tournament. We're going to play fast, and we're going to press. And we are not going to be any fun to play against. And this reception is beyond our wildest dreams and expectations. It really is. Auburn basketball has got great history and tradition. Auburn basketball is respected and recognized across the country. We've had our moments and we've had our times. And we got a couple that, I can't single everybody out, but when I saw Coach Sonny Smith come to this press conference, I was just grateful. Coach Smith, thank you. I'm honored to be here. How fast he is, and I'm not sure he can shoot like he used to, but the rifleman, he looks like he can rebound the hell out of the ball right here. We're going to take some questions that's the next step. We're going to take some questions, so let's go ahead and get started with that.
Just raise your hand if you have a question for Coach Pearl on the media.
Hey, Ron,
Among the media. Got one right here. Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
Coach Shelton Hagan with Fox 6 at Birmingham. Welcome to the Plains. Thank you. The motivation to want to build this program up to where it's a consistent tournament team, how much did that play into a factor of you wanting to take this job? Because it is a big challenge.
I think the thing that gave me confidence to take the job is the success in the athletic program and the commitment that's there and the support. Being in the SEC, one of the things we do and travel in the SEC cities is you can't go anywhere without hearing War Eagle or Go Tigers, and the Auburn family stays together. You know, for me, you know, as long as you have your family with you, you can do anything. And, you know, I got to tell you, the process with Jay, because, you know, Jay Jacobs, he had an idea of what he wanted to do. And he came after me so hard, I'm not sure I want to work for him or hire him as one of my assistants to go out there and recruit, because he came after me hard. And he wasn't taking no for an answer, and I didn't give him no at all. But we visited on a Friday night, and he would like to have heard an answer from me fairly quickly. And I was working at ESPN at the time, and I said, Jay, you're going to get an answer from me, but I need to go home and see my family. I got to see my wife and my kids, and that's how we roll. And he said, okay, I'll wait for you. I went in my house 5 minutes before Brandy and the kids said, would you just call him and sign that contract? We're going to Auburn.
Hey, Coach, Phil Campbell with the ESPN 106.5 here in Auburn. Any timetable as to putting the staff together?
I think the key is, first of all, my putting my arms around these student athletes, because they've gone through a lot. I watched them play this year. Yeah, I appreciate it. They went through a lot, and to start the SEC season 0-6, a lot of teams with lesser character, lesser heart, less chemistry would have quit and would have laid down. Y'all wouldn't let that happen because I could see why y'all would let that happen, and so that was a factor for me. But that's what I got to focus on first, and then just take your time. First of all, I'm going to bring some of my family members into my coaching staff, guys that I've been with before, guys that we've won, understand my system, what I expect, how I want to prepare, and I'd like to introduce a couple of members of my coaching staff. When the NCAA, or actually when the SEC suspended me for 8 games in my last season, I had to turn the reins over to my associate head coach. And there aren't many guys in the SEC that are head coaches that can go 5-3, but Tony Jones went 5-3 in the SEC. And my other assistant has been by my side since the day he was born. My son Stephen and I have had a chance to do a lot of things together on and off the court. And when you come to a new place like this, it's just so important that you bring your family along with you. And Stephen was a good high school player that had absolutely no business playing in the SEC. And all he did was work his butt off and train. And all I can tell you is you would not want to be guarded by him, because you would not score or he'd foul the heck out of you, one or the other. And so one of my assistants is going to be my son, Stephen Pearl. And then I think what Jay has told me is, and Coach Malzahn understands this, is we got to sign around ourselves with people better than us and great people. So I can tell you, I have, where's my phone? I have 690 text messages, 690. And the great thing is that we're going to hire at least 1 or 2, and I'm going to take my time on that. And we're going to bring a couple of great assistants in here that can challenge me and help me do what we're going to try to do. So.
Coach, first off, you had a pretty quick turnaround in Tennessee after, I think, going 14-17. What's the key? You can only do so much with the talent, the roster, the depth, but what's the key to kind of making a quick turnaround like that?
We're not going to put a timetable on what we're going to do. We're going to talk about the way we're going to train, and the way we're going to compete, and the way we're going to play. And we will play for championships. We will play for championships at Auburn. There's no question in my mind. happen is there has to be built on a strong foundation. And the front, oh, this is good, look at this. The foundation has got to be set. Is that you calling me again? And I think the great thing about it is the challenge that I put forth with our team is that these guys got a chance to make history because these guys are going to lay down the foundation of what's going to become a championship basketball program. It starts with these guys, and they've accepted that responsibility. Yes, sir.
You've got great energy and an eccentric personality. Are we going to see you involved with students, rapping, or, with any kind of body paint or anything like that?
This used to be the Incredible Bulk. I'm not sure what I'd call it now, so chances are I'm going to keep my clothes on most of the time. I tell you that. But I would tell you this, you'll see me on campus, you'll see me in the classrooms. I told Jay, I said, I really enjoy lecture, I really enjoy teaching. In fact, I want to teach an ethics class. He says, Coach, I'm not sure they're going to let you teach an ethics class, I really don't. I can make a lot of things happen, but I'm not sure I can make that happen. But no, I mean, we're teachers. I mean, that's what we are. We're teachers. And I was telling the players, we're here on campus. We're on campus. We work for you. We work for you so that you can come to this university, in this beautiful community, and grow and develop and become something special and leave here. And I know I'm preaching to the choir, having loved your time here and then going out there and representing us. And so I want to contribute to that in any way, shape, or form. If all Jay wanted me to do is just coach the basketball team, and that's my priority, then he doesn't have the right person. I want to be, and again, that was one of the most challenging things about my fall, is that there's more, we are going to win in basketball, but how we do it and what we do it. And that's what I'm trying to do. And again, I'm just grateful for this opportunity. Is this not the biggest press conference you've ever been to? I mean, who has press conference like this except in Auburn?
How's this birthday rank among your 53 previous birthdays?
My 32nd wasn't bad, I can tell you that. No, it's pretty special, and I think Jay timed it right, and I appreciate y'all wishing me a happy birthday. And March 18th, 2014 will be a very, very special day. And this is a place that honors people and honors tradition and honors legacy, and truly that's what I want to try to do. One of the hardest things when I was in Tennessee, we were planning on staying there forever. I wanted to build a legacy. I wanted to bring honor and tradition to that program. And at this point right now, my goal would be to join Sonny and Cliff and some of the other great coaches that have been here at Auburn, and I want to build my legacy here. I'd like to try to be the winning coach in this regard.
Bruce, talk about your fall. What's it like to be back here after that time away? What was that time away like for you?
Well, Jay could tell you that in several times, he knows how emotional it's been for me, because he knows I'm really hard on myself for what happened. And he saw that passion. I have a hard time hiding it sometimes. The reason why I haven't talked about my family very much and introduced. By the way, have you not met my beautiful wife, Brandy? Would you all welcome my beautiful wife, Brandy? So now you know I can recruit, right? What's so funny? Did I answer that question?
Eric Wallace with the Auburn Plainsman. You've had the job for less than a day, but have you had a chance to look at the current roster and what returning pieces you'll have next season?
We're working on that, and I think we said a lot of, we had a good visit with the players today, and I asked them if they would just not, please don't take my word for it, but just give me some time to develop the relationship and develop the trust. And I'm not going to get it in a day, in a week, in a month. It's not going to happen right away. I just asked them to give me some time. I will study how we played and evaluate that talent. But like every year, I have no preconceived notions about who's supposed to be where. Every minute of that playing time will be earned. And I'm going to go into it like I do every season, with eyes wide open. And I told them from the day we leave the meeting, how they go to class tomorrow, how they dress on campus, how they're training, they're going to be earning their spots. And my job as a coach, and I think that our job is to put them in positions to be successful. I want them to go to their strengths, we'll figure out the weaknesses and we'll hide them, and we'll put the pieces together. They've got to rely on themselves right now more than at any other time. At this time right now, they have got to come together because they're a little wounded. And we'll try to do the best job we can at putting the pieces together and competing right away.
When you were in Southern Indiana, you won right away. Same thing in Milwaukee. Same thing in Tennessee. Was there sort of a common theme that was enabling you guys to be successful? I'm Mark Murphy from Inside Oakland Tigers.
I think the common theme would be that we don't play like everybody else. We don't run the same offense that everybody else runs. We don't defend like everybody else. And so therefore, we're a little unique. So our style of play is a little different. We want to be uncomfortable to play against. And so that perhaps has been the best way to do it. I think the second thing is, and I guess I didn't tell these guys, once again, I didn't tell you the truth, so I apologize for that. Here I go. I saw it, but I'll say it one more time. The players will not hear me say, when we get our own players, those are my players right there, and I'm the coach. The only thing is, that's a fear. That should be their fear. And we're going to recruit. I told them when we recruit, we're going to bring guys on campus. And you tell me, I won't bring anybody here that can't play and help us get to that next level. But you tell me if you want them. You tell me if they're a teammate. You tell me if they'll fit here with the Auburn family. And we're going to build it. We're going to build it.
With that show cause until August, how do you plan to kind of attack the recruiting trail between now and then and still be successful?
Well, one of the best ways we can continue to operate is by being accountable. And I have time left on my show cause. We will work closely with the NCAA to find out what exactly that looks like. There are going to be limitations. And so one of the things I believe in is I have an opportunity now to work on some other things other than being out recruiting and evaluating. There are lots of other things that I need to be spending all my time on, and that's what I plan on doing. And we'll work through those limitations to continue to be able to recruit.
Bruce, James Grumpy with the Montgomery Advertiser. It's clear why Jay and Auburn would want you here, but for a program that hasn't been to the tournament in over 10 years and is coming off one of its worst 4-year stretches in its history, why did you want to come to Auburn?
Because it just went through the 10 worst years in its history. You've asked me to answer the question. That's why I'm here.
Any other questions for Coach Henry? We'll get Jay up, Coach.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wait. You done? Am I done? Am I done for that small? Or am I done? I just want to do two things. I want to say, because it felt so good, I want to say it again. War Eagle! And I got one other thing to say. I'm back.
I just wish he had some personality. Hey, before we get out of here, and I'll try to answer any questions if anybody has any from the media. We will have a reception at the Arena Club underneath here. Bruce can hang around here for a little while and try to meet as many of you as he possibly can. It is his birthday today. The pizza was on him and the coach because what we're paying, he can certainly afford that. So, for the students. So thank you, Bruce. Happy birthday.
I forgot to introduce. How about if we make a deal? How about if we celebrate my birthday at the tournament next year? What do you think? I apologize. I didn't get a chance to introduce the other family members that don't work with me necessarily, but my two beautiful daughters, Jackie and Leah. Will you guys please stand up? And my youngest son, Michael. Coach Malzahn, maybe left tackle? I don't know, maybe.
Any questions from the media for me? All right. Everybody good? Hey, somebody take his credential.
Jay, we know Coach Pearl is on suspension. Does that mean that Coach Jones and his son Steve will do all of the recruiting?
Yes, that's what it means. All right. Hey, you media guys that do this for a living, he had a lot better one than any of y'all did. Hey, any questions, really? Everybody good? Gus. Hey, I'll turn it back over to Rod. Thank all of you for being here. This is wonderful. Corey.
Really, the only thing I have left to say, Jay already mentioned the reception back over in the Scholarship Lounge. Everyone is welcome to attend. It's maybe a little tight back there, but if you have the time, come on back, say hello to Coach Pearl and his family, but mainly, thank you all for being here. Tremendous turnout, War Eagle, and great days ahead for Auburn basketball.